What's up, B Squad? It is me, JB, and we are here today, you guys, with a brand new review for The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 14, episode 9. And this episode was titled Beachy King, you guys. Now, before we go ahead and get into it, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel, you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and then having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and also by sharing the video, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let us go ahead and get into this episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Shall we, you guys? Okay, guys. So before we go ahead and get into it, number one, I will tell you guys my energy is just a little bit on the low side right now, and that is because if I were to flip this camera on and y'all can see my face, oh god, I have a sty on my eye. My eye is low. I've been asleep pretty much all day, so I haven't watched anything but Beverly Hills, and I know I still got to do Married at First Sight at some point. That'll probably be tomorrow, hopefully, prayfully. That'll be tomorrow. Um, but yeah, also you guys, tonight is the night for the Whether You Like It or Not panel, which I have not shared the link yet, but you guys know we go live on Wednesdays. So we'll be going live this tonight at I think it's 7 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern time, 6 o'clock Central time. I think that's correct. And we're going to be on Really Beats platform tonight. So I am going to actually go and share the link for anybody who wants to come and join us tonight. And that's all I got for you guys. So let us go ahead and, like I said, let's get into this episode of Beverly Hills. It was an okay episode. I don't feel like I got a whole lot much. I don't feel like I got a lot from it, but also that's because my damn eye still hurts, and so that could be the reason why I don't feel like I got much from this episode. But if you guys watched the episode, definitely tell me what you guys thought about it down in the comments section and in the live chat as well, you guys. So let's go ahead and get into the episode, shall we? Now, like I said, it's not going to be a long review because I don't feel like a whole lot happened in this episode. But let's go ahead and start up with Dorit. So in this episode, we see Dorit. So Dorit and Bose, they went out to lunch with each other, right? And you know, baby Bose is insisting on wearing that thick ass wig. I'm like, girl, I just really want you. Never mind. That wig is so thick. It's a lot of hair. A lot of hair. But again, I still like Bose. Bose is my girl. Something's going on with this thing on the internet. What the hell? I don't know what's going on. But yeah, you guys. So where we at? Yeah, they were meeting up, right? So Bose asked Dorit about the whole situation with Kyle, her and Kyle, right? And you guys know that Kyle keeps saying that she didn't know what was going on between Dorit and PK, which that's not true. But okay, Kyle, if that's what you want to say, then I'm gonna let you say it. But Bose is definitely clocking the fact that that's not true. So she questioned Dorit about it, and Dorit, told her that she did have a conversation with Kyle, and she did let Kyle know that there were some things going on between she and PK. So then Bose asked her, about the split. And so Dorit says that when it came to her and PK splitting up, that PK had a conversation with her with his sponsor there, and that was when the conversation of them splitting up came about, right? Now, what I will say is when it comes to Dorit and PK and this whole split, right? I do feel like, PK has gotten sober And I'm pretty positive at this point, him being sober, he's probably taking a good long hard look at Dorit, and he's probably like, you know what, this is not exactly what I want to do anymore. So we finna move accordingly. That's just how I feel. You guys can tell me how you think, how you feel about it in the comment section and in the live chat. And girls, again, that's just my little 2 cents. That's my 2 cents. So let's see, where do we want to go from here? So I guess we'll move on over to Kyle, you guys. So we get to Kyle. So Kyle opened up the episode and we see her at home. She's by herself. And she is on the phone with Portia, right? And so she's talking to Portia. She's by herself. She's at home by herself. And, she's asking Portia, how she likes her car. I still think that was. I just, for me personally, I ain't finna buy no kid no expensive ass car, and they just freshly got their driver's license. Get them something modest. Now, for these people, what is modest? Who really knows, right? But I know damn well it wouldn't have been no Porsche. You know what I'm saying? So Portia did tell Kyle that she's going to be going to lunch with her sisters, and so Kyle was like, "Well, where you guys going?" Because she wants to join them. I was like, "Girl, let them girls have sister alone time with themselves." So after that, we see as Kyle went and called Erica on the phone, right? So she's having a conversation with Erica, and she and Erica are talking about what happened at Bose's place, right? And how, what I will say is, it's mighty convenient to me that Erica feels the ladies shouldn't be so heavily involved in whatever the issue is with Dorit and Kyle. And I would be like, if this weren't being filmed for a reality TV show, I would agree with that. But this is a reality TV show about your lives, about your friend group. So I vehemently disagree with Erica in her assessment that the ladies should stay out of it. So you guys can tell me what you think and what you feel about that. And so Erica feels like what needs to happen is that Dorit and Kyle both need to sit down and have a conversation with each other and figure out, what is going to be with their friendship, right? And so Kyle says to Erica that she will talk to Dorit. This will be the last time that she talks to Dorit about this. And if Dorit wants to move forward, cool. If not, it is what it is, basically, right? And I was like, okay. I mean, I'm understanding of that too. Like, I get that. I get that. But I will say to Kyle, it's like you say and do things on this show this season, and it's like, as much as I do like you, it is difficult as hell to defend you because nothing you're doing this season makes any logical sense to me. Because in the next scene we see with Kyle, so in this same scene, in the flashback scene, they showed us her speaking to Garcelle, Sutton, and Erica, and she wants to go out to dinner with them, right? And I was like, that's mighty convenient and mighty interesting that you want to go out to dinner with them, right? This gives me that this is what these girls have been doing for years when it comes to this show. Like, I'll give you guys a scene that I remember in my head from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I don't remember which reunion it was. I know it was Yolanda's final season of Beverly Hills, but I cannot remember for the life of me which season was Yolanda's final season. But I remember at that reunion when I had been talking about Munchausen syndrome all season long. I remember getting to the reunion and Rena said that LVP them all said, "There goes our fucking storyline." Like, I feel like y'all do this every season. Y'all probably get together. I feel like this is something that housewives do in general. just get together and plot out what they want to talk about and what they don't want to talk about on the show and who they want to go after. I feel like this is a plot that they do every single season. So we do see as Kyle meets up with Garcelle, Sutton, and Erica, right? Now, Kyle, when it comes to you and this whole text message thing, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, you are you putting 20 on 10, so to speak, right? Like, you doing a lot. You're doing a whole lot. And the more that you do things, the more things that you do and say, it makes you look even more guilty. Like I said, it's very hard to defend this stuff because you're not making it easy at all. And then on top of that, it's like you're making yourself out to be the victim in this situation. So what I will say is when Sutton got there, I was here for the fact that Sutton asked Kyle, like, girl, what are we all doing here? And Kyle was like, she wants to apologize to them. And I was with Sutton. So what exactly are you apologizing for? So Kyle says that she's gonna apologize for, she's gonna apologize for the things that she said to them, and and how she stormed out of Bose's place. And I was like, that's interesting, Kyle. Why didn't you invite Bose? Because you were in her home. And later in the episode, Bose told us that you didn't even reach out to her. Very interesting, right? So Kyle then also said that she stands on what she said, she stands on how she feels. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Stand on how you feel. But like I said, honestly, this just felt like a hit dog hollering, to be quite honest with you. There's nothing defensible about this. Like, I do feel that with Kyle, maybe with the text message, maybe the text message was innocent, right? I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt that the text message was innocent, that it was saying, anything, not saying that me and you have necessarily discussed Dorit, but any private conversations that me and you have had, if it's about you, if it's about personal stuff in your life, I won't repeat that to other people to show that I am trustworthy, I'm somebody that you can lean on and depend on. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt with that, right? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, but it's the way you honestly turn into a Karen. Like, you turn into a whole crying ass white woman, and it made you look guilty. Do I think you were guilty of anything? No. I honestly don't think that Kyle was guilty of anything. But she gave them the apology. Honestly, that was the most long-winded ass apology that I've ever heard in my life. Like, it was a very, very long-winded apology. But that's it with Kyle, you guys. So now we're gonna move on over to Garcelle. So this episode is about, the ladies are going to go see Garcelle's beach house, which once again, the beach house is absolutely amazing. The decor, love it. Love everything about Garcelle's beach house. Again, the question that I keep asking is, where the hell is this beach house at? Because I mean, the neighborhood, you look at some of the other houses in the neighborhood, and they look older. They look like they look older. So this is, which we know this is not a new area. So I just wonder where the beach house is. But again, beach house is beautiful. So this is where we found out that Kyle had called, Garcelle, Sutton, and Erica to invite them out to dinner, right? And then we get to everybody getting ready to go to Garcelle's home for to see the beach house, right? So all the ladies met up at Kyle's place, right? So Dorit is letting the ladies know that she and Jagger, they had went out earlier that day for a walk, and Jagger had asked her if she and PK were divorced, and he asked her, did she post something on Instagram? And this follows up something that I said earlier in the season about Dorit's kids. it's like your kids are 9 and 10 years old. I can see it if your kids were 5 and 6, but your kids are 9 and 10. So I'm pretty sure your kids have access to cell phones, so they can easily, Google things at this point, right? So I think you would have been better off telling your kids from the jump that mommy and daddy are, we love each other, but maybe we don't need to be with each other, right? And then, like I've said plenty of times before, the fact that he doesn't even live in he doesn't live with them when he's out of the country so much. Like, your kids are smart, and I think your kids can put two and two together. Like, I don't think you give your kids enough credit for their intelligence. Right? Not saying that you think they're stupid, but I don't think you're giving your kids enough credit to think that they can put two and two together, especially at those ages of 9 and 10. Those kids are very intelligent, and they can deduce that something ain't right in a family dynamic. So she told them. Now, what I will say though, Sutton, you ain't got nobody's tact, because when you literally interrupt that woman to tell her that y'all need to get to Garcelle's place, I was like, damn, Sutton, this lady is literally sitting here telling you that her son asked if she and their dad are divorced. Mm-mm-mm. I was like, damn, Sutton, that wasn't good, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So we do see as the ladies make it to Garcelle's house, and Garcelle has given the ladies some loungewear to wear. Now, why Sutton put them pants on and hiked them pants up to her belly button is beyond me. But I hollered when I saw it. And when Erica told her girl, pull them shorts down. Where is your waist at? It is hilarious to me. Um, Also, Jennifer Tilly gifted Garcelle was it a Dolce and who I can't remember which brand it was, but she gave her a $700 toaster. I was like, damn, can I be friends with Jennifer Tilly? Can I be friends with Jennifer Tilly? So this is pretty much the end of the episode. So we see the girls, they went to the beach. So Dorit and Kyle, they had a conversation with each other, right? So Dorit asked Kyle, do you consider us good friends? She said yes. She said, do you want to salvage this relationship? She said yes. And Kyle asked Dorit, does she? She said yes, right? So then, we see the other ladies, and Bo told Garcelle what, Dorit had told them, and Garcelle was like, ah. And she recounted this time when Jax, I believe she said, asked her, was telling her how he felt when he goes to be with his dad versus, and then when he stayed with her, right? Because he said when he's with his dad, he misses her, and when he's with her, he misses his dad. And I was like, oh, that's so sad. That is so sad. So back to Dorit and Kyle. So Dorit asked Kyle, like I said, she asked her if they were friends and she wanted to salvage. Kyle said yes, right? So Dorit is saying, she understands the text message and how Kyle could have been saying to PK that, she is a friend to him. She's someone that can be trustworthy and all that kind of stuff. And Kyle felt the way, but then she's like, no, I was just trying to tell him that I'm a safe space for him. And I was like, but Kyle, that's kind of what she just said in a roundabout way, in a long-winded Dorit way. That's kind of what she said. But Dorit basically wants Kyle to put her and their friendship first, right? This is, I always think about this when it comes to friends who are, when you are friends with someone, and it's a couple, right? When you're friends with the man and you're friends with the woman, and they separate or they divorce, do you still stay friends with both of them, or do you pick one friend over the other? Like, that would that would that would be an interesting one. That would be an interesting dynamic. I mean, we kind of see that on Married to Medicine, where the people are friends with Dr. G and they were friends with Quad. Like, how do you make that? How do you make that decision? Do you still say, "Hey, We're gonna still be friends no matter what. Like, I always wondered that. I always wondered that. But yeah, you guys, that's really it. They tried to light some lanterns, but it was so cold out there and the wind was blowing that they weren't able to do that with the lanterns. But that's the episode, you guys. Like I said, if the energy was down, I 100% apologize. It's this my eye situation. I ain't really feeling it. But yeah, you guys, be sure to check us out on the panel tonight. It is in it's so the panel I did share it on my channel in the community tab. It's at 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Really B's platform. Check us out there. I think everybody will be there tonight. I think it's all of us, with the exception of Sakina. I don't know if she's joining us, but I know Belle's supposed to be there. Scotty, yeah, me, and Really B. But yeah, you guys, let me get off of here because I gotta go to some kind of store and find an eye patch for my eye because I don't want to be on camera with this low ass eye. But as always, you guys, please stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.